This time on Flipping Bangers.
A seriously cool hot hatch. Not the one we were coming to see was silver.
That gives Will the hump.
I know you're not talking to me, but I actually think it's a good deal.
And Gus a hard time.
That's a shame, isn't it? I've broken 7 drills, I've cut my head, and I've hit my thumb.
Can it make us serious money? It doesn't look like it.
It's all but done for, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I'm Gus Gregory.
And I'm Will Trickett.
Together, we're risking everything to follow a dream.
It's something I've wanted to do for a long, long time.
We've packed in our day jobs
And invested our own hard-earned cash.
as we try to make a living in the cutthroat world of second-hand cars.
It's all in the chase. You've got to buy well, you've got to sell well.
Why would anybody buy this car?
We've got a goal.
We want to double our money. If we put 500 quid in, we need to see £1,000 back. We're targeting the very bottom of the market.
We buy cars that nobody else wants.
Can we keep our business afloat? Flipping Bangers?
It needs so much work doing to it.
1 year ago, we turned our backs on our regular jobs, rented this garage and attempted to carve out a new living by buying and selling cheap cars, and made enough money flipping bangers just to return.
People dream of giving everything up, but we're doing it for real. And it's scary.
We've raided our piggy banks again, and this time we have enough to spend £500 to £1,000 on each car. If we want to cover our costs and pay ourselves wages on top, we have no choice but to double our return on every pound we put in. Our workshop time must be fixed too, and runs to just 5 days per car. We've swapped a salary and a wage, possibly for nothing.
Our workshop needs something in it that'll make us some money. We take great pleasure in deciding what that might be.
What about something from the Great British Underdog category?
Which one of the great British underdogs?
The Great British Working Class Hero. Absolute bog standard, first generation Austin Allegro with a little square bit at the bottom of the steering wheel. It'd be great.
Yeah, they're really cool. I really like them.
But look how much they are now.
Whoa, £6,000. That's incredible. We can't afford one of those. The only thing I can find that's in the similar sort of area, but still a bit dear for us, is a Maestro. And I don't want one of those.
Well, you say that, but there's a small group of people who really, really love these cars.
Yeah, but it's a really, really small group of people.
So Will, having suggested it, now hates the idea of a Maestro. I therefore am even more determined to buy one and force him into a 170-mile drive north where I've located a car.
I am finding it a little bit difficult to work out with myself because we're off now to look at a car which I don't particularly like.
Car I've found is on an internet auction site with less than a day left to run. Getting to see it is tight, but we've got no choice. Maestros are getting rare.
It's an MG one. It's silver MG, and at the moment, it's £500. And I know these cars are very, very niche, but it's a very active niche, and they can be worth... When I say serious money, that's relative to what we do.
Yeah.
But a really good one can be £3,500.
Really?
Will doesn't seem to believe me, which of course is wrong of him. But I have got his interest with the performance potential of the MG badge.
The only thing that's really in his favour is it was the biggest surprise to ever hit the British motor car industry.
Why was it the biggest surprise?
Because it turned out that they went like hot snot.
Yeah, they were fast.
I've been told the MG has attracted a fair bit of attention, so we've arrived in Chesterfield to meet mechanic Mark and hope it's not too late.
Well, we're clearly in the right place.
Yeah, I thought the one we were coming to see was silver, though.
The silver MG is nowhere to be found, but there is another Maestro on the drive, and it is rather pretty.
Hello, you Mark?
Yeah, I am.
Hello, I'm Gus.
Morning, Gus.
Sorry,
Morning.
Morning,
I'm
Will.
Will. Good day to
All right,
you.
mate, yeah.
So we've come to have a look at the old silver Maestro.
Right, I'm afraid you're too late, mate. I sold it.
Oh, what? Well, we've driven all this way and it's not
We just talked ourselves into it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, crikey.
What a shame. You've clearly got that one as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do up myself.
Actually, Mark's project car looks in better condition than the silver one. I don't know if it's on the market, but I can't resist asking how much Mark would need to part with it.
We're asking about 2,000.
Whoa, that's definitely out of our league.
It is out of our league.
Brilliant, so we can go home then. No car.
You say that, Will, you say that. But I think we've come all this way, we should maybe have a drive. Can we have a drive in it?
Yeah, it does need things doing, though.
Does it?
I'll get keys, you can...
But it drives and
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
take it on the
Yeah,
road.
it's fine.
Oh, come on, we should. We've been come all this way.
Just a drive.
Brilliant. Thank you. I think you should drive it.
Really?
Go on, you'll love it. If you drive it, you'll love it.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Getting Will to drive is my last chance to get him on board with the Maestro programme. Apparently, the MG needs a few mechanical and cosmetic jobs. Usually, the opportunity to get oily and dirty gets Will all excited, but this time, he's having none of it.
We came to look at a 500 quid car, all thereabouts, something under £1,000.
Yep.
And here we are now. We've got a guy that wants to sell us this car for £2,000, which we don't have.
£2,000 upper limit. What I'm saying is, if we spend a bit more money to obtain this car, it's not a wasted journey, we go home with something.
Yeah.
But they go for silly money compared to what they are.
With a potential massive markup, I have to convince Will to take a chance on the MG.
It's got a 2-litre injected engine in this chassis.
Yeah, this is the 2-litre EFI, I think they called it.
Sure.
And this is exciting. It certainly does seem to have a certain amount of get up and go, which is pretty cool, isn't it?
With Will finally in a good spot, I can close him down.
I have got £1,400 in the car. So if he takes 1,400 rather than 2, I mean, it's possible, I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I think it's worth an awful lot more than that.
If, for instance, and this isn't a yes, if he'll take 1,400 quid for it, yes, we can sort out the bits and pieces that it needs, of which there is a nice little handful of odds and ends. They will up this car's game. And if we can up this car's game, then okay, well then maybe there is a chance that we should buy this car.
Just as I have Will's attention, the MG does a whoopsie.
Oh, look at the temperature.
Yeah, we need to put some.
It is actually overheating.
I'll tell you
Oh,
what.
here you go. It's lights flashing. Get in.
Right,
We better stop.
Right, so
Pop the bonnet and
bonnet up. It's on this side. You go now.
The EFI hasn't been driven for a while, and Will's clumsy right foot must have done for it.
That's a shame, isn't it?
It's overheated. I knew this car was going to be trouble.
It won't be. It's such a simple system. And you know what this does? This gives us leverage, doesn't it? This gives us leverage to get it down below the £2,000 mark.
But if we manage to get it down, then we've got to fight the other problems.
Yeah, but look at...
Such
I
as-
mean,
well, the bonnet's a bit minging, isn't it? Look.
it needs work.
It needs a real good polish up. It's covered in overspray. We've got... This is pretty rotten around the windscreen, and heaven only knows if that actually seals.
I like this bit here.
Yeah.
But the interior's good. I know the roof lining's falling out, but that's simple, isn't it?
It is.
Take it down, cover
Yeah.
it, perfect. And if that was clean,
Yeah.
it'd look really good in there if that was
Sweet
clean.
with that little MG logo in there. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no, I like it as well.
Boots are always minging, though. I bet that's full of grot and
Well, I
rot
don't-
and rust. This is going to be absolutely minging. Oh, actually, no, look at that.
It's perfect. Well, look, let's nurse it back, shall we? Nurse it back, see what he says. I think it's good, I have to say. More good than bad.
Well, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, Gus.
Are you going to eat it?
No, I don't intend going anywhere. I don't even like this
Well, maybe
car
just
that
drive
much.
it back,
Yeah.
shall we?
Just lick it.
All things considered, we simply need to buy this MG against Will's will, if the price is right.
Hang on, stay there. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Let me get it for you. Let me just get that for you.
You're still trying to win me over, aren't you?
Sort of. Well, it wasn't as scary as normal.
Good.
What do you think, then, Gareth?
Well, you know what? Thoroughly exhilarating, but I'm afraid to say it's
Whoa, hang on.
well out of our league.
It is at the moment, but it's a good car, isn't it?
Yes, I'll admit it's a good car.
Mark might be able to do something on price for us? What do you think, Mark?
It needs a little bit doing. I'm willing to drop.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
If it's cash today,
Yeah.
1,500.
Yeah, and this sounds implausible, but I know people will say this, but I have only got 1,400 quid on me. If you'll take 1,400 quid, I can give it to you now in cash.
Oh, well, we haven't talked about this yet.
I have dropped a lot.
Yeah, you have dropped a lot, yeah. But if you'll take 1,400, I could get that out of our car and give it to you now.
Cash today.
Yeah.
Put your hand out. I'll do it.
You've had one over on me, I can tell. All right, Mark, OK.
Oh, come on. It's a great car.
OK, I'm in.
I'll give you them back then.
Excellent. Shall I?
Let's go. Yes, you can drive it onto the trailer.
Brilliant. This is how you do it. Buy a car that you can't really afford against the express wishes of your business partner.
I know you're not talking to me, but I actually think it's a good deal.
I am talking to you, Gus. I'm just a little bit...
You clearly weren't.
Well, OK, so I've been quiet for a while. We have now... OK, so we've got it now. I've got to start liking it. There's no doubt about it.
Do you know what? I sort of get it. I remember reading a road test in Car Magazine where it came... I think it came joint top with a Golf GTI.
Did it?
But I sort of get it. All those things that it's maligned for, its lightness, it feels together, it feels up on its toes. I think if we get that running right, so it's a good, reliable car, then it seems to me that we're going to double our money easily.
Poor Gus. I think this time he's really lost it. Morning, MG lover.
Well, I'm just admiring our very British classic and its ability to succinctly divide opinion between the, oh, that's really challenged, or actually quite a good car.
Funny, isn't it? Yeah, people do say, or would say, discreetly beautiful or quietly ugly. I'm definitely with the latter on that. Which brings me on to the other thing. I'm worried. We've got all of our capital tied up in this one project. And I'm just a little concerned it might end up being a massive gamble.
Yeah, having so much money tied up in this car is a real worry for me as well.
Our jobs list is huge. I mean, just for starters, we've got all of this rust, the paint, and the massive overheating problem.
Yeah.
The Maestro needs to be ready for a sale as soon as it's fixed up. So I turn snapper for a listing on an auction that'll run straight away. But I've got no idea what to sell it for. There are so few Maestros out there, let alone MG ones, that it's very difficult to put a price on ours. Now, we've spent over £1,000 buying our car, and by the time we've done it, we'll have spent more than 1,500 quid. Using those basic sums, and we want to double our money, I'm going to put it up for 2,995 quid with a reserve price of 2,495, and, well, let's start the bidding at 500 quid. See how we get on with that.
Most of the time, when our cars go into the air, we're lining ourselves up for a journey into rust. But the Maestro is one of the most modern cars we've done, so why do I still feel slightly terrified? Am I going to regret making us buy this car?
Whoa! I tell you what, I'm glad we didn't get the silver one because I cannot believe that it would have been as good as this. It looks great, doesn't it?
It really does, actually, yeah. Look at these sills. They're in virtual perfect condition with no signs of rot whatsoever. That's utterly outstanding.
It hasn't even got that sort of big slick of oil down it that preserves them. It's only really just got a weep, hasn't it?
Probably got no oil in it. You've only got to start worrying about the oil when it stops dripping out.
We know we've got to address the overheating problem, but under here, there doesn't really seem to be anything to do, does there?
Oh, hold on. This clutch is looking a bit dicky. That arm should be level. And if it's angled down, I mean, the clutch has got some wear in it.
Well, you drove it. What was it like when you drove it?
Well, to be totally honest, don't think I was really paying enough attention to that.
So I could try harder.
I could try harder, yeah. But I don't know that, but I do know that that's looking like the clutch is a bit worn.
Well, I haven't got a problem with that. Why don't we take the clutch out and put a new one in? Because in actual fact, A, it's really a really easy job. B, they're incredibly cheap. And C, what great peace of mind for the next person who's buying the car. We should just throw another one in.
Yeah.
Let's just do that.
Yeah.
Changing the clutch is different for different cars. On this one, the gearbox is at the side of the engine, and to get to it, we need to whip off the wheels, strip away all the brakes and suspension. And prise the lower suspension arms out of the way to gain access to the side of the engine. Even that stuff doesn't go as smoothly as we expected.
Yes!
Oh,
Yay!
Oh, that has been a real difficult one.
Next, I drain the oil out of the gearbox. And with a bit more tinkering, we get both drive shafts out. Hey,
Oh,
go
there you go. That's it.
Oh, she out.
Good job.
Comfortable by a fair amount of metal. Right, that's everything, isn't it? Let's get it down.
To get to the clutch, we need to remove the bell housing of the gearbox. But before we get to that, we go topside in the engine bay to check we've stripped everything off that we need to. What I thought was going to be a simple job is fast turning into a marathon.
Do you know what I'm reckoning?
What's that?
I reckon we ought to knock it on the head for today and tackle the rest of this tomorrow.
Yeah, good idea. I'll tell you what, shall we take the bonnet off? Because I can take that and get a quote for it.
Yeah, OK, no problem.
This scabby bonnet needs a full repaint in metallic British Racing Green, which our rattle cans can't properly achieve. That'll need to be cheap, otherwise the golden doubling of money won't happen. On my way home, I call into my go-to guy and see what deal I can do. Our man Clive is always happy to work to a price, but you reach a point where he won't go lower.
Price-wise, we're always on a razor's edge, and paint can be really expensive, so paint and I don't always get on. But this Maestro bonnet has got to be painted. It can be expensive, but the book price for doing this would be a few £100, and we can afford, I don't know, maybe 200. So let's see if we can get a price. Clive!
Hiya.
Hello.
Good to see you.
This is the bonnet of our Maestro, which we desperately need to get painted. Obviously, we need a very good price, as usual.
Oh, don't doubt that for a second.
Are you going to be able to get a colour from this, do you think? 'Cause it's quite
Yeah, we can give it a clean and a polish, put the Spectro on it, and take a colour reading.
One of the issues with painting a part of a car is that you have to allow for age and fade. Otherwise, it won't match the rest of the vehicle once it's finished. To get this, the surface first has to be washed, degreased, and then mopped down to a clean layer of paint.
What do you think? Think it'll be enough?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, it's come up too bad, has it?
It's got a real... Well, there's a bit of a flip in it, isn't there?
Yeah, it's quite a coarse metallic. I'll go and get the Spectro.
OK, brilliant.
Okay.
So that's the beauty of coming somewhere like this to see Clive. He's a specialist. So what we're getting a reading telling us what this paint is, not what the paint is from the paint code on the car. If you got a code off of the car, the factory code, and sprayed it, and we've come up against this time and time again, they just don't match. And what we're going to get is a paint that matches our faded paint, which is perfect.
Right, here's the Spectro.
Oh, OK. So how does that work then?
3 green lights, take 5 readings. It's got 5 cameras in there with different angles. And that's it.
Excellent.
Once the Spectro is plugged in, Clive can mix the colour on the premises.
Let's come up with a good reading, so it's a good match.
Excellent.
So there'll be no need for blending. So it'll be edge to edge on the panels.
Brilliant. That sounds like it's going to be cheaper for us.
Yeah, it's going to be just literally the damaged panels we need to paint.
So we should talk about price, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
How much do you think? How much would a bonnet cost?
Bonnet I'd normally charge 400.
I've got about 150.
I could do a little bit cheaper because the bonnet isn't damaged, it's quite clean.
Yeah,
it's just paint damage. 250.
Okay, 250 is brilliant. And then for the rest of the car, adjust it as and when you see it.
Yeah.
And we'll adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
Perfect. No, that's great. Brilliant.
All right.
Thank you very much again. Thank you.
It's a good price and a good service, but I'd better get back to Will and tell him I've committed another £250 on top of the £1,400 spent so far. Happy days.
It's day 2 on our MG Maestro project. We love a car that everybody else walks past. And to prove our devotion to the cause, Gus has snapped up this hot hatch for 1,400 quid. One of the most expensive cars we've done, and around £1,000 over my preferred budget. Right now, we've decided to swap the clutch, which is a big old job.
Well, we've got a big day, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've got to get all this off to get to the bell housing bolts. Get the starter motor out, speedo cable out.
There's a lot, isn't there? You know, I think I might get started on, I might pull this radiator out so we can minimise risk of damage to it and also start investigating the overheating problem.
Yeah, good idea.
The Maestro overheated on the test drive, and I'm hoping a flunky radiator is the cause, because if it's not, then we'll need to look for other, far more expensive issues in the engine. I drain out the coolant and unbolt it, and I will examine it later. Right now, I've got to help Gus stripping out the airbox and engine mounts, so he can carry on with the clutch. I'm ready.
Yeah, already this side. Should we go up?
Yeah, I'll grab the jack. With the mounts disconnected, we unbolt the engine and support it on the jack.
Oh, lift it up a fraction. You got it?
Oh, crikey.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of loose now.
There we are, that's the last. That's okay, that's okay, it's just going to rotate.
Coming round.
Right,
So it should
I'm going to
come-
lower the engine and the whole thing first.
Go on then, I'll hold this here.
And then, so I'm going down very, very gently.
Well, it's just off its dowels, that's all
Yeah.
it is.
Only then can the bell housing, the end of the gearbox, be manoeuvred out of the way. Cool. You good with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, I've got my hands on it as well.
Ready?
Finally, it's out.
With the gearbox off, I give it a little clean and lubricate the thrust bearing to ensure smooth operation. I can also replace the driveshaft oil seals, which are a common cause of oil leaks.
And finally, we get a decent look at the clutch.
You can see the problem, can't you? It's all but done for, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm amazed at the amount of rust on those splines. It's a good job we caught it when we did, because that would put a lot of damage onto the gearbox, wouldn't it?
Yes.
The new clutch installs underneath the spring plate and is a much faster rebuild than strip.
There we are, lovely. On the dowels as well. Right,
Can you reach it?
But we're almost at the end of a 2-day job, and there's not that much to show for it, just a new clutch.
I'm hoping that this radiator is the cause of our overheating problems. Normally, when you take a radiator out, it can look quite good on the outside, which this one doesn't, because you can look, see, it's all horrible. It's really filthy dirty. There's also signs of a leak down in this corner here as well. You can sort of see this triangular mark. There must be a leak around about here somewhere. It's been running down. So we're already off to a bad start. Whilst I was draining the radiator, I noticed that there was also, on the inside, it's all lumpy bits. So I reckon the root of the problem is the radiator, and it's because it's all gummed up with nasty old sludge. We're on day 3 out of 5, and we need to get our skates on if we're to turn around one of the most expensive cars we've ever done. The Austin Maestro MG, a car that threatened to divide us. So far, we've fixed the clutch, but otherwise it's just been a thankless process of taking bits off.
I thought it was a good car, but keep finding new issues.
You can see here there's splits in this rubber gate around the ball joint, which means ingress of water, ingress of grit into the bearing, which compromises the bearing. And if the MOT people see that split, they'll fail the car. So when this car was new, you'd have been able to go into your British Leyland dealer and buy one, take it home with you, and it would have had the ball joint on it, and you'd have just replaced the whole thing. Luckily, somebody manufactures these ends with the ball joint on it. But it does mean I've got to run the gauntlet of taking out all these bolts that hold the arm on, taking this to the bench, using the pillar drill, drilling out these rivets and replacing them, and then putting the whole thing back on. So it's not quite as quick as it would have been once upon a time.
Shall we bet that right away this car is going to fight me? Ah, yes, that's exactly what's happening.
Sometimes it's important to have something that you can hit.
And so is anything else.
I was hoping that this arm would just pull out of this rubber bush, but it seems that it's bonded in and you've got to take this bracket off. But these bolts are so tight, and I do not want to run the risk of shearing them off, because that is a world of pain. So it seems that I've got to forego the relative safety of the pillar drill, and I've got to perform an operation in the field.
This is basically removing the rivets in situ. I try to grind them out. No dice. Then I try and hammer them out. It's a big fat no.
Nothing is working. Okay. So plan A, taking the arm out, didn't work. Plan B, cutting the heads off, didn't work. Time for plan C.
I'll just drill the rivets out. I need a fair bit of force, so this is the slowest way of doing it.
And finally, I mean, that's taken me a long time to get that out.
I really need a break. Better check what's happening online.
We're getting bids in on our Maestro of £600–700, but we've still got time to go. I'm not really happy. When Will listed it originally, he did a buy it now price of £2,995. And knowing the car as I do now, I think he's undersold it. I think it's too cheap. So I've made an executive level decision to relist the car at a buy it now price of £3,995. Is that madness? Well, there's only really one way to tell. And don't worry, I will tell him.
When he gets back. Right now, he's escaped the workshop to go on a mission.
Our Maestro is overheating, and I'm pretty certain it's the radiator. Now, we want to be certain that our car is good. So, we're going to replace the radiator by going to see the team of people that are going to build it a fantastic aluminium radiator. They are race radiator specialists. These guys have been in business for years. I've decided, rather than replacing our radiator like for like, I'm going to get one with double the number of cores, so it'll seriously prevent future overheating. Good morning.
Hiya, can I help you?
You Darren?
Yeah, speaking.
Hi Darren, I'm Will.
Hello, Will, how you doing? Spoke on the phone the other day, yeah?
That's the one?
Yeah.
About this Maestro radiator.
Yes, we did, yes, the other day, yeah. Well, if you let me have that now,
Yeah.
I'll go and check it against the drawings, and we can go from there.
Excellent. Well, I'll hang around here admiring your beautiful work.
OK, no problem at all.
The old radiator is scanned, and the measurements are used to print exploded diagrams of the metal sides, which are folded together to make the new casings. These are welded together around the cores, which produce the actual cooling. With the unit completed, we fill it with air and immerse it in water to test for leaks. It's the best and only way to make sure it's sound.
Everything seems OK with it. It's been in there 20 minutes now.
Aren't any bubbles rising from anything,
nothing coming out, so everything seems to be OK.
That's a winner. Is that passed?
Yeah, it's passed for me. Right, if you can open the door for me.
Whoa, ow.
OK. Going to go in there now for 25 minutes.
It's time for a cup of tea, isn't it?
Yeah, too right.
And once it's been baked in the oven to dry it off, I'm the proud owner of the new radiator that will outperform all others. And the price, 250 quid.
Back at the workshop, I'm still working away at these suspension bolts so I can get to the ball joints whose gaiters have failed.
Well, that's the final one out. It's taken me far, far longer than it should have done. It's been very heavy in resources. I've broken 7 drills, I've cut my head, and I've hit my thumb. And all I've got to do now is replace this and then do exactly the same on the other side.
The replacement ball joints have arrived. And with the arm exposed, they hammer into place.
And finally, something has gone right for me today.
So I finished the ball joints, done up the bolts that were so hellish to remove, and then I start the rebuild process that was started by the clutch. So the drive shafts go back in, and we're nearly at the end of day 3.
Hey, Gus, you done yet?
No, frankly, it's a nightmare. Well, I'm going to stay and finish it. I've got about an hour, I reckon.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, can I head off home?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, see you in the
I'll see you in
morning.
the morning.
Day 4, and we've only got 5 days to turn this surprisingly quick MG into a money spinner. So far, we've committed about 1,800 quid, and all of our patience and time. But at least the mechanicals are now in good shape. Now for stuff that's just plain annoying. The sagging headlining is a tough one. The fabric is separated from the glue holding it onto the roof. It makes the Maestro look very sad, and we don't want that. On some cars, you can just buy another one that's pre-formed, but you can't for this one. Morning, Gus.
Well, hello, how are you?
Yeah, there you go. Slightly confused. This was the other way around last time I saw it.
Well, I thought it was about time we tackled this. It looks awful, doesn't it?
It does look awful. I was kind of hoping that if I ignored that problem for long enough, it would just go away. Problems never go away in our workshop. We need to get this off.
Wow, this is disgusting. Have you seen it underneath? It's like it's actually like the top of a sticky toffee pudding, and it's really disgusting, and it's all falling out. We'll have to get all that off.
So, we remove all the interior fixings, and the old lining and head lining drop out. This seems quick, but it's not.
What a mess! What a mess! It's disgusting, isn't it? Oh, they're both broken off at the same point. Look.
Yeah. That is pretty minging.
It needs a proper clean to get rid of the old glue. We can't replace this card lining, so we've got to make good.
Horrible, isn't it? That sticky, nasty stuff. And I'm utterly amazed that we haven't broken it any more than it already is so far.
It's a bit like trying to maintain the integrity of a prawn cracker, isn't it? It's so delicate.
Yeah.
A professional headlining refit is around £500, depending on the car. Obviously, that's not going to happen.
So the prawn cracker-like headlining has sustained some damage in removal, and we can't say for sure whether the damage was done by us or maybe someone before, but we're going to fix it. And we're going to glue, and then we're going to Gorilla Tape on top, just for a bib and braces effect.
Given the high price of a professional fix on this, we're pleased to have managed on around £5 worth of glue so far. That's actually quite solid. If the headline and lining can be made rigid, we've got a decent chance of it being strong enough to accept the new fabric, which I got for £40 online.
The glue has to be sprayed evenly to avoid lumps and goes off slowly. It's one of those things that's not as easy as it looks.
Once it's taken the shape of the base, offered up gently, yet with hardly any play, only then will we trim it down.
Now I've got to work out which hand I've got the glue on, which hand hasn't got wet glue on it. As it dries, we retension by attaching all the interior fixings. That's all the edging and handles. Looking good.
You know what? That looks amazing, doesn't it?
It looks really, really, really good. I didn't think it was going to come up this good.
And the result is superb. We're finishing day 4 on a high, but there's still a way to go and only one day left to get there. Time for a pint?
It's day 5 on our Magic Maestro project. We won't call this a banger, as it's become more and bigger than that. It remains, however, one of our most costly purchases at 1,400 quid, and it owes us 600 quid on top of that, and the battle is now to add the same again to the price. Otherwise, Gus can pay for it himself.
One of the things that has annoyed me in this car is this satin black work, which is classic 1980s car, isn't it? But it's worn through to the primer here, and it's gone sort of dusty. So, for the cost of a little bit of masking tape and some satin black paint, I'm going to rejuvenate the whole thing. It's going to look lovely.
We really do need to be sponsored by a rattle can company, because the results we tend to get from them are pretty good. Or excellent, if you prefer. Another way to add value is not to sell a car that overheats. Will and his tea trolley have got that sorted.
So this is our new radiator, which has a much larger capacity and a much better flow than the original radiator. So it should give our Maestro a much more superior cooling system. The new rad is made from the old one's dimensions, so slots in perfectly. We'll hold on to the old radiator too. It may be knackered, but if Gus's hunch is right, there's an MG purist out there with some cash and he'll want it. I top up the antifreeze mixed with water, otherwise all of this will be for nout. And then more gifts arrive for the MG.
Look what I got.
Oh, I'm quite pleased to see this. That's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, wow, look at that.
I know, he's done a brilliant job, hasn't he?
Crikey.
I didn't think he'd find the colour.
Well, I'm glad he did, and our car is going to look fab because of this.
Clive stuck to his word and charged £250 on the bonnet. but will it match?
Wow, that's brilliant.
He's done such a nice job of it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It makes all the difference, doesn't it? We've also had to spend a little on new rubbers for the windscreen, since there weren't any before.
And that, my friends, is how you prepare a British performance legend.
We've done plenty of invisible things, such as upgrade the cooling and change the clutch. Then we've improved the presentation by replacing the headlining, painting the bonnet and cleaning it. Some think this may not be a design classic, but we think it has a certain something. Well, I hope so, because we've stuck a whopping £2,080 into it. And remember, it's a fast car, and we don't get many of those. So we go and play on a track.
Okay, so you're Austin, the maker of the Maestro, and you're watching Ford sell all their XR3s, Volkswagen selling all of their Golfs, their GTIs and all that sort of stuff, possibly even thousands of them. Hey, what do? Do you have a go at that as well?
Of course you've got to have a go. You've got the MG badge, haven't you? That's the performance car of the people. Well, normally, when we test cars, we're very, very careful not to break them, aren't we? But we normally test them in built-up areas. This is the first time that we've actually been on a track, and we can give the car its head. And you know what? It feels all right, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah? Yeah, it does.
This jolly is also practical. I want to prove to Will the MG can stand up to a beating and not overheat like it did the last time he drove it.
How fast are we going?
We're going 90, and I reckon it could go 100.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Just for a couple of seconds.
Oh, yeah! Look at that, 100 miles an hour. We have proved it. The MG Maestro is a fabulous car with a fabulous engine that does not overheat at 100 miles an hour.
With the car good and us in high spirits, we need one more thing for a massive thumbs up, and that's a buyer.
I've got a bit of a confession to make.
Oh, please don't tell me you've decided to buy this car, Gus, please.
I haven't decided to buy this car, but someone has decided to buy this car, and you know that dangerously close to £4,000 mark? They clicked the buy it now price on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. What have they done that for?
Well, I guess they want it, but they haven't seen it, and I'm always very wary about people who say they're going to buy a car and they haven't been to see it.
The next day, our buyer Rob turns up. He didn't bid to look over it, he bid to buy. But he can still walk if we've over-described it.
Rob! Hello.
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hiya,
Nice to see
Rob.
you.
I'm Will.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
day. So, Rob, is there anything you can find with the car that you're not happy with?
No, she looks lovely.
It seems to be as described, yes?
Yes, absolutely as described. Yes.
Oh, that is good news.
Yes.
So what is it? Is it Maestros or is it MGs and Maestros, combination of the two? Or
I think it's a combination of the two, really. I'm very keen on MGs.
Clearly.
And it's a four-seater, so it's practical, and it drives, even though it's nearly 30 years old, it drives like a modern car.
Yeah, it does drive nicely, doesn't it? So you'll have it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, hang on. These are yours, aren't they?
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rob. Congratulations. Thanks very much.
Cheers, Rob.
Bye-bye.
Rob's love of a certain car with a certain badge gives us a profit that's almost double. Gus, you can force me to buy a car anytime.